Welcome back to the Force 9 YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Liverpool save, and today, kind of a special episode. It's going to be a very short one, where we're just going to do the draw for the Champions League group stage. I was going to do it last episode, but it wasn't going to be drawn until after the West Ham game, so it wasn't able to be drawn after I'd done my live comment last episode. So I thought, I'd bring you a little video today, just like a few minutes long, just so we can look at the group stage draw. So I guess you could call this episode 18 and a half, and then episode 19 will be our first game in our group against whoever it is that we draw. So hopefully you're looking forward to that. If you are enjoying the videos, make sure you drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. And this has been recorded at 8:30 in the morning, so if I look a bit tired, that is why it's morning. I'm not usually up this time unless I've got to go to work. So yeah, that's why I look how I look. We did play West Ham off screen, but I won't show you the result of that until the next episode, where we'll go through all the games in that video. We're just going to do the group draw. Now, we won the Premier League, of course, so that means that we do get seeded in the first pot. So we're joined by Real Madrid, Bayern München, Benfica, Zenit, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, and Monaco. So there we go. Atletico won the Champions League, so they get the 8th spot. And otherwise, I think it would have gone to Ukraine, but I'm not quite sure. There's 4 English teams in pot 2, so, apart from those, the other teams, though, are very good. So it looks like it's going to be a difficult draw. So Arsenal, Spurs, Man City, and Man United are in the second pot, meaning that one of them won the Europa League. Yeah, Arsenal won the Europa League last season, so they get a spot as well, meaning that there are 5 English teams in the group stage again, just like there are in this season in real life. The non-English teams in pot 2 are Barcelona, Dortmund, PSG, and Leverkusen. So, of those 4, Leverkusen, the obvious choice for who we'd rather have. We can't get the English sides, so we'll see if we can avoid the big guys there. In pot 3, we have Basel, Roma, Red Bull Salzburg, Marseille, Dynamo Kiev, Besiktas, Club Brugge, and Celtic. A very sort of odd group of teams there. A lot that I don't really know a great deal about. Someone like Salzburg or Brugge would be a bit of a wild card. But we'd want to avoid probably Kiev. They're always tough to beat. Celtic beat us last season in the group stage. It was the only points that we dropped in our group. So we'll try and avoid those. Try and avoid Roma as well. We know how good a team Roma are. And in pot 4, we have Copenhagen, Red Bull Leipzig, it's not Red Bull, is it? RB Leipzig, who I think were also in our group last year because we faced Kaita. Inter Milan are in the Champions League. Big return for them there. AEK Athens. Real San Sebastian, who I think are Sociedad. AC Milan, Spartak Moscow, and Slavia Prague. They're both Milan teams in there. That will be tough. I mean, it's been a while since they've been in the Champions League, but we know how good they are. So we'll see what happens. Let's draw the first pot, and then let's see which group we are actually in. Because, of course, they'll be separated as well because of TV things and stuff like that. So we're in Group C. So let's have a look at where we could potentially draw people. So I think of pot 2, it's going to be one of the 4 non-English teams. So we'll see what happens. So Atletico Madrid can't get the Spanish side, and they've got Paris Saint-Germain, so that's one team down that we could have got. And Barcelona joined Bayern, so that means it's going to be German opposition. It's going to be either Dortmund or Leverkusen. We can't get the English sides. So, that's narrowed it down. I think, actually, I'd rather those 2 than Paris Saint-Germain or Barcelona, so that's gone quite well. And it is Leverkusen, so I think of those 4 teams, that is the lesser of 4 evils. Let's draw the rest of the second seeds then and see who's gone where. The English sides then, all drawn one after the other. Man United drawn with Zenit, Arsenal, Benfica, Man City drawn with Juventus, Tottenham drawn with Monaco, and Dortmund drawn with Real Madrid. So from the third seeds then, we could get any one of these. It doesn't matter. There's no German or English sides in here. We've avoided Celtic, and we're not going to get Salzburg. So, I don't know, surprise me. I don't really mind who we get here. It is Roma. That's okay. That's probably the hardest of the teams in the third seed. So Roma, Daniel De Ross is still there. Of course, they've got Nangolan. I'm surprised he hasn't moved, actually. I'm amazed that he's still at Roma, but there you go. So Roma, Who else? Club Brugge go with Zenit United. Besiktas with Arsenal and Benfica. Basel go with Man City and Juventus. Dynamo Kiev with Spurs and Monaco. And Marseille join Dortmund and Real Madrid. So now in this fourth pot, we can't get any Italian or German sides. I think that's pretty good, actually. So we won't get Leipzig. And we won't get either of the Milan teams. I'm actually happy about that. It looks like it's going to be, well, in theory, quite a simple 4th C. So it's going to be either Copenhagen, AEK, Sociedad, Spartak, or Slavia Prague. It's not going to be Copenhagen, and we knew it wasn't going to be Inter. So it's going to be one of 4 teams. So it's either Sociedad, AEK, Spartak, or Slavia Prague. And it's Slavia Prague. Again, I think that was the lowest coefficient of all the teams. So Slavia Prague, I think that's pretty good, actually. I think they'll be definitely bottom of this group. But between us, Leverkusen and Roma, I think that's going to be very close. I feel like we should win this group after winning the last group we had. But it's going to be difficult. AEK are drawn in Group D, Spartak in Group E, Leipzig with Juventus, Man City and Basel. That's an interesting group. Sociedad with Monaco, Spurs and Kiev. And the last one was Real Madrid, Dortmund, AC Milan and Marseille. I think that's got to be the group of death. I mean, AC Milan, like I said, the Milan's teams haven't been in the Champions League for a while, but, they've got the pedigree for it. So those are the draws then. So our group consists of Leverkusen, Roma and Slavia Prague. So we'll see which fixtures we get when, and we'll find out what our first Champions League game will be and what our live com will be next episode. Okay, I have hidden the West Ham result from you. Our first game in the Champions League group is probably going to be our hardest in the group. Maybe Leverkusen though, but it's an away game against Roma at the Stadio Olimpico, which of course they share with Lazio. I think they still do. They did when I managed Lazio 3 years ago now. I'm assuming that's still the same. So AS Roma then. So we had a little look at what sort of players they had. Benjamin Stambouli plays for them, a former Spurs player, as is Federico Fazio. Juan Iturbe was always, an interesting player, very, very pacey, and still very much so on that right-hand side. So interesting. Moussa Sissoko plays for Roma, obviously sold from Tottenham. He was on loan last season. They sold him for £9 million after buying him for 30, so that's not a great signing by Spurs. Edin Dzeko plays for them. Hector Moreno, El Shawari, the former AC Milan player. There's Nangolan, Juan Jesus, Gonalon, the former Lyon midfielder. Manolas, Strootman, Florenzi. It's a good Roma team. Where did they finish last season? They finished in 4th place. So yeah, we're not going to take them lightly at all, but it's going to be a very difficult game. And you will see that next episode. So thank you for watching this little draw video. It wasn't going to be a massive one. It was only going to be a few minutes long. But if you did enjoy it, make sure you drop a like down below. Leave comments. And if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next episode where we are going to have our first game in our Champions League group. And we now know it's going to be away against Roma. Thank you for watching. And hopefully I will see you soon. Goodbye.